Okay, I am live. I wanted to go over a little something here called Bitcoin dominance. What we're going to cover here is how Bitcoin dominance works with the market and what that means for crypto prices. Bitcoin dominance, first off, is a metric to measure how much of the market cap is held by Bitcoin. So obviously that fluctuates from time to time. The thing about that though is keeping in mind where Bitcoin's price goes at the same time, right? And where other coins go at the same time. So let me add the third that will complete the final piece of this here. And you will be able to see once I turn off whatever I've got running. There we go. You will be able to see the relationship of what happens to crypto when Bitcoin dominance goes up and goes down. It's not too hard to predict, but it is different than the price of Bitcoin itself. Alright. Now that we are live right now, let's go through this. So Bitcoin dominance goes up or down based on Bitcoin basically correlating or not with Ethereum. You'll notice there's a distinct scenario here at the top where Bitcoin dominance started going down before we hit the top of the market. In fact, Bitcoin dominance had been going down pretty much the whole bull run, because all the alts got to moon and everybody got happy times. But what happens when Bitcoin goes up on dominance? Well, everything else starts dying. See, look, there's like an inverse correlation almost on a macro level of when Bitcoin dominance goes up. There's only two scenarios that can happen. Either it goes up with alts, which means Bitcoin dominance went up with Ethereum and then started to drop. And get to the right part of the chart. And then when it goes down, the alts moon and then they die accordingly, during which time Bitcoin dominance goes back up and keeps going up and keeps going up. And why is that? That's because Bitcoin is going to reclaim its dominance as the altcoins begin to drop. You'll notice they're a little slower on the drop than Bitcoin, but they're still basically correlated. You can see that from CryptoWatch correlations. You can see that Ethereum is still strongly correlated with Bitcoin, very strongly, extremely strongly. And in the past they were less correlated. So Ether is fucked, because Bitcoin dominance from here, if it goes up, will mean that there's only two ways Bitcoin dominance can go up. Either it goes up faster than everything else, meaning Bitcoin goes up more than other coins on a percentage basis, which usually doesn't sustain very often, or it does it through killing off the market, like this one here. See this? Look, Bitcoin dominance rises and rises and rises until we bottom out. And then what happens? Alts mooned. Briefly. But only after alts completely died. See? Here's the point at which Bitcoin dominance actually started to go down. Was at the very bottom. So Bitcoin did not bounce back as hard as all the alts. But perspective wise here, that made up for 6 weeks. So alts made up for the difference in BTC price in a week flat, basically. So that should tell you how much people had interest in altcoins. It doesn't mean that the US dollar price is going up or down though, because the US dollar price during that, look, was just died. So that's the relationship of what happens. You have Bitcoin dominance goes up or down, and then the question is whether Bitcoin price goes up or down with it. When they go together, you'll see scenarios like this. See this? This is a true bull run right here. Actually, it's 2018 to 2019. That's actually a significant BTC bull run, and this is kind of what I expect to repeat, possibly speaking. So this is where, but look at what happens in the price during that time. Look at what happens on the middle chart. Bitcoin dies off. What about Ether? Ether dies off. Basically, all the alts are going to be ugly. Bitcoin's going to be ugly. You're going to want to short things, generally speaking, as they continue to drop. I do not believe we have hit this big W scenario yet, as it were, at the bottom, but I think we are not too far off. I mean, you could say it was this one, but I don't think it is yet. I think we will probably have another one like that, kind of like what repeated here. If we do stay here and go up, then we're repeating what happened here, so that means we have a hyper dump ahead of us, where Bitcoin will dump less than everything else. You heard me right. Bitcoin will dump less. So let's go to where the top of that Bitcoin dominance is. It's right here.
It's not a space
1
commander.
second, please.
He's checking his bots.
And then it will drop accordingly. So that's my analysis on this. Sorry about the family interruption there. We could see a massive, massive drop. It could be treated like we're at the top in the worst case, which means we're looking at, well, from the top down last time was 83%. From the top down this time is at 73. So where is 83? About 11.5 if we go that way. Otherwise, if we are topping out here and we are in truly bearish scenarios, here is 83%. Notice something very specific. $3,700. It is not quite the last market's bottom, but it's very close. That is a possibility to be aware of. And if that happens on Bitcoin, think of what that means for Ethereum, where Ethereum went from 1,400 down 94% to $79. So what is 94%? Damn it, it's $50. I was hoping to buy at 30, but I guess 50 will have to do if we happen to see that. So be aware that Bitcoin dominance can lead a dump, and if Bitcoin dominance is going up, either Bitcoin's going up or all the alts are going down. That's how it works. Thank you guys, and when the market dumps, don't let this